Well, hello everyone, what is going on? It is TheAlmightyGeoff and we're here with episode 18 of Assassin's Creed Unity. In the previous episode we were joined by Ron once again to complete the fourth court mission, the Austrian Conspiracy, where we managed to basically protect Danton, who is sort of the secondary leader of the revolution after Robespierre, from the Austrians who were trying to kill him and lead an invasion on Paris now that it's in sort of a weakened state. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to pick up all the sync points because one of them was behind a level 3 door, which we won't be able to get access to till sequence 9. The level 3 lockpick, I mean. And in the solo mode, we managed to start some exploration of Marais, hit the viewpoint and went around picking up all of the chests, cockades and artifacts that we currently could do. And yes, there is an awful lot of chests that are all level 2, all level 3, including this one which is hidden behind a level 2 lock. So yeah, anyway, today we are going to be completing all of the side activities in this particular borough. So we are starting off with the murder mystery, hot chocolate to die for. Solve the dinner party murder. Okie dokie. We have a woman's body. Woman Valérie Duclos, in her 40s, extremely well dressed in the old fashion of the monarchy. Face contorted into a horrible expression, no indication of physical violence. Oh dear. Oh, we got some scrumpled paper. Overturned cup. Porcelain cup with Japanese-style design appears to have held hot chocolate. Was it poison or something?
What are you doing here? This is a private tragedy. If you must know, I am Amélie Monvoisin. This was my elder sister, Valérie Duclos. I refuse to believe that Georges poisoned her, even after what she said. Valérie and I were quite close, but I must say, she was simply dreadful the entire evening, drinking too much, insulting everyone. The worst was when she announced she planned to denounce Georges to the Committee of Public Safety.
You don't sound awfully tore up about your sister's death, and I'll go that far. Okay, what have we got here? Flower garden. A maintained garden with various flowers, foxgloves, belladonna, and others that are fatal when ingested. So yeah, it's almost definitely poison, isn't it? Let's see. Oh, there's another one down here. Garden ring. Woman's ring discarded in shrubbery. Upon closer inspection, one pearl is revealed to be a removal stopping from a tiny hidden vial. The vial is empty, save for a drop of sticky, clear, odorless liquid. So it's like a poison... poison ring sort of thing. Okay. We've got a kitchen. Let's see. Kitchen supplies. A large earthenware jug, remains of a thick cocoa paste, also a jar containing finely milled cocoa powder, along with an empty milk jug and urn of sugar. Right.
Never liked her. Never. Even when her husband, rest his soul, was alive. He was a true gentleman, he was. Mr. George was his friend. Used to come by for meals and eat and eat. Pity he'll be getting the chop. But madame spent her day lording it over poor Miss Amélie and yelling at Master Pierre. Who knows what Miss'll do now? Not having a penny to her name and not likely to find a husband at her age.
Okay, a bit over dramatic, but sure. Mortar and pestle. Okay, a large stoneware pestle and mortar used for the crushing of herbs from the garden. Very suspicious. Okay. I'm supposed to know where else I can go. Do we go upstairs, maybe?
I'm so sorry, Pierre.
She was difficult, Georges, but she was my mother.
I promised your father I'd watch over you. And look how I failed.
Oh, they're all in this location. Through the study, commonplace book. An old book bearing the name La Voisson on the inside cover, a marked passage reads, I obtained this recipe from my close friend who in turn obtained it from a relation. He was reputed to have received it from a certain Italian gentleman. Proving its authenticity, it produces a liquid devoid of colour, smell or taste that demonstrates the desired result within mere minutes. Many have sought the secret I am about to divulge. Guard it well. The passage continues with an involved process in which arsenic, belladonna leaves and lead powder are reduced to form a clear, odourless liquid. There are marginal notes made in several hands in faded ink. Okay, so that's the poison. Paris Society. Notable events in Paris Society, Volume 11. A page is marked detailing the Lavosson poisonings of the previous century. It seems one Catherine Duché Lavosson and her daughter Marguerite Mosvin were involved. Okay. Another crumpled bit of paper down there. Hang on. Crumpled letter. A crumpled letter found on the floor, for goodness sake. Let's do this again. Found on the floor, it appears to be from a legal firm. My dear Madame Duclos, myself was witness to the signing of your late husband's last will and testament only a few months before his death. He left the sum to be managed by his friend Georges Villiers-Segonza, with the bulk of the estate to go to your son Pierre. We discussed the matter over your cognac, and he seemed most reasonable. Madame, I would thank you to not call into question my thoroughness and professionalism. Neither your husband nor Madame Villiers-Segonza disclosed the documents you have brought to light. I prefer to think they are unaware of its existence. Regardless, the document appears to be genuine and gives you an undisputable claim to the assets. There is, however, one obstacle to your stated desire to take immediate and direct control of your inheritance. The law dictates that women may not manage their own financial affairs, therefore Monsieur Georges Villiers-Segonza continues to hold complete authority over the entire fortune, despite the fact that the assets have always belonged directly to you and never to your husband. As long as Monsieur Villiers-Segonza is active, your husband will dictate that he and not yourself stands as the one who controls the fortune. Please accept my most sincere regards and esteem. Maxime Siquite. What do you say about this, Georgie Porgy? We go with this. Documents. The safe contains an ancient document that has been thrown loosely on top of many others. My mother, through her business, amassed a considerable personal fortune before her death, which she left entirely to me, her eldest daughter. To honour her, I declare a legacy to be passed from the eldest surviving female of my line born of the name Montfaucon. My wealth is held in trust with the income benefiting my heir directly. As one heir dies, it passes to her eldest daughter, or if none, her eldest sister, or if none, her eldest female relation. In addition, the heir must take ownership of my mother's commonplace book and her collection of glass rings and necklaces, the judicious use of which is essential to the success of the enterprise. Indeed, what these items represent is more powerful than any wealth. I declare these to be my wishes upon my death. Marguerite Monsavin, Belle Air, Mare, 1692. Okay. What's this? Snuffbox. An elegant Japanese snuffbox inscribed with the name J. Villiers-Segonza. That's George, isn't it? Silver pot. On a silver pot and tray with 4 porcelain cups, each bears a Japanese style design. 1 cup full of cold cocoa, others contain drinks. Letter to Pierre. So that's her son, isn't it? A note apparently to Pierre from his mother, Valerie, left on the table. My son, I write to caution and admonish you as to your conduct. I appreciate that since the death of your father, you've enjoyed considerable financial freedom due to his foolishly generous bequest as regards yourself, whereas I have had to make do with a pittance. Your aunt Emile recently discovered a document that makes it quite clear that it is I that should have obtained control of my family's fortune upon the death of your father, despite the ludicrous claims of our doddering executor, who squanders our money in his foolish business deal with the Orient. You simply must quell your extravagancies, especially in regards to the vulture-like woman you consort with. In view of the fact that I will shortly obtain control of the entire inheritance, whatever debts you have incurred will therefore be yours and yours alone. Yours only. Don't delude yourself that Emile will come to your rescue, despite the fact that you have been foolishly generous to her. That money comes to me. She will have a small maintenance and can continue to wear mother's worthless jewellery. She does not understand the value of money, and the less of it, the better for her. Oh, okay. That's pointing fingers at the sister, especially if she's got the jewellery, which contained the poison.
My mother was often difficult, and she was particularly nasty this evening. I suspect it had to do with a letter she received earlier in the day. In any case, she became angrier and angrier until she finally stormed out into the garden. I told Lucille to take her a calming cup of hot chocolate, but Aunt Amélie, fearing Lucille would upset Mother even further, took the cup away. Mother's always been unhappy that I inherited most of Father's wealth, and she often accused Lucille of wanting only my money. But that's all over now, isn't it? Lucille and I can marry at last.
Yes, she threatened me. She made baseless threats at every dinner party. But she was getting angrier and angrier, so I repaired to the terrace with my brandy. On my way back down, I encountered Amélie. She sent me out to the garden to calm her sister with some hot chocolate.
Right. Okay, interesting. At the moment, I think it's looking like Amélie might be the culprit. Oh, we just got the one clue.
We got along very well.
We've seen it.
Though she was a bit concerned about her son being younger than me, I suppose. But I've known her since before her husband died. Your man took ill and asphyxiated. Shame. He did manage to put Georges in charge of the family finances. My, that made Valerie furious. Very amusing. Tonight she seemed especially angry. She's never threatened Georges with execution before. Oh well, takes all kinds.
Well, that's everything. I think the stuff about Georges is sort of meant to be like a red herring. I feel like the main... it seemed Valerie was very suspecting of her sister when she found out that if she and Pierre were out of the picture, she'd get the money, and also she's got the jewellery, of which seems to have remnants of the poison. So I'm going to go with her.
If you must know, I am Amélie Mauvoisin.
Plus she doesn't seem really at all annoyed about it, or
damn you, interfering where you're not
sad about
wanted.
her sister's death.
Valerie didn't deserve that money. I did much more for the honor of the family. She was nothing but a vile, hectoring drunk.
Well, I got it right. How'd you like them apples?
You. If I were you, I'd be careful what I drank.
I love a hot chocolate myself. I believe I'll have one now. Meanwhile, see if there's something you want.
Okay, what do I get? What have I got? What's my secret weapon? Heavy-hilted sword. Okie dokie. Sweet. Let's have a look at the case summary. Valerie Duclos nee Monvoisin was poisoned by her younger sister Emile, who wanted to inherit their ancestors' fortune and gain independence. The crime revolved around an old legacy created by Marguerite Monsavin, whose fortune, likely earned through the use and sale of exotic poisons, is passed down to the eldest surviving female of that line. Valerie, as the eldest, had inherited the fortune, but her husband, whose death also raises questions, wrote a conflicting will. It was this will that put the money out of Valerie's hands, declaring family friend Georges Villiers-Signorzan as executor and her son Pierre Duclos as sole trustee. Valerie received a lawyer's assurances that the entire fortune did in fact belong to her, but with the qualification that as long as Georges Villiers-Signorzan was active, she would not enjoy control of it. It was for this reason that Valerie was especially angry on this night, and also for the reason that the notion of denouncing Georges to the Committee of Public Safety, thereby removing him from the equation, came into her head. However, her younger sister Emile, without any income of her own and dependent upon her relations, realised that if Valerie died, the money would come to her as the next female in line. Using a recipe inherited by Valerie, Emile concocted a powerful poison which she stored in a poison ring, also inherited. On this particular evening, the victim threatened to denounce Georges. Emile saw the incredible opportunity of removing her sister while leaving the hapless Georges as the obvious culprit. She secretly poisoned Valerie's cocoa, then gave the cup to Georges and discarded her ring in the garden. Yeah, I knew it. It's not very nice at all, that, but you know. Murder, murder, murder. Change the bloody record. I know that's not how the quote goes. But I can't swear YouTube will demonetize me. Not that I'm monetized in the first place. Okay, so we'll move on to the riddle. Which is Scorpio this time, if I'm not mistaken. It is indeedly doodly. Okay. Let's see. At the foot of the Saint Twin Brothers, the Tree of Justice plunges its ancient roots, scarred by heavenly wrath. At the foot of the Saint Twin Brothers. Well, that's great. Couldn't just tell me, okay. I don't know. Well, I mean, there's a tree there. I can hear. Oh, it's right there, okay. Century of bishops by birth, stronghold of knowledge for life, the stony edifice fools the senses by its name. Art library. Stronghold of knowledge for life. I don't know. It's worth a shot. Oh, hello. That's right. A square with shifting name replaced a field where sovereign was felled from horse. Now archers enclose trees where a bronze horseman waits. Could that be this one? What is it? Hang on. Yeah, that looks about right. That's something felled by horse. It's got a horse. That's the best thing I've got going for me at the moment. There you are. Sweet. Very nicely done. Which has conveniently taken us to the Paris story too. Let's have a see what we're doing here. Oh, hello. You're in drag. Fistful of duelers. Defeat a series of accomplished duelists.
I am the Chevalier d'Eon, master swordsman, diplomat, and sometimes spy. Do not be confused by my attire. I simply prefer to clothe myself in female garb.
It is a little confusing.
You are an assassin. I'm hoping you can help me, but first, I'd like to ensure that you're the man for the job. There are several swordsmen who will test your acumen. Challenge each of them and draw first blood. And watch you don't step on my dress.
Okay. So fighting peeps. Hello. You after a fight?
Of course, my friend. A duel it is. I'll serve as a second to both of you. Moderate charge!
Just taking this out to the streets.
Stop! A hit! Well fought! You are the victor. We have a champion!
Thank you. You can stop a hit. I hit him about half an hour ago. Okay.
Oh my. A duelist, are we? How amusing. This man will judge the hits. I have an appointment presently, but this shan't take much time.
Come on. Whoa.
Enough! Leave me alone!
Come back, coward!
Alright, that's 2 down. I mean, dude, if you're just gonna run right into me, it's kind of your own problem if you get caught. Excuse me, ladies and germs. Stop right there, criminal scum.
Duel you? Preposterous. Oh, very well.
I will oversee the contest. He who draws first blood wins.
I could use a bit of practice.
Anti-revolutionary bastard!
Yeah. So you can play that game with the big weapons.
A hit! The challenger wins!
I will not yield.
Cease! The fight is over!
Rubbish! To the death!
Alright. Fine.
Traitor, die!
I think I won that. What a plonker. No, you don't. I think the guy who we're currently working for, I think he does multiple Paris stories, if I'm not mistaken. So we may not be finished this district today. I don't know. Let's see how it goes.
I accept your challenge, upstart.
A duel it is! I shall be your second, Alphonse.
I'll adjudicate. I was first in my class at the School of Gentlemen Cadets.
Indeed he was, and well deserved.
Alright.
Take that! I shall never yield!
Stop, this is... You can't defeat Alphonse!
Come on!
What is going on? Why is everyone suddenly now having a death wish? It's like, no, to the death, as if that's gonna earn them a victory, considering I've already bested them in a regular duel. Bunch of nutters. Bloody asking for it. Oh, back here again. We've got to duel you now.
Surprised? As a final test, you must match yourself against the best.
I'll adjudicate.
I am one of Europe's greatest swordsmen. Or swordswomen, for that matter.
Alright. Hey! Oh dear. Go on. Everyone around must be wondering what on earth is going on.
Bravo! You have bested the best. You need bend your knee to no one, man or woman.
Okay, is that it? Yay! Okay. Oh, hang on. You get the Crimson Rose. Ah, yeah, that's the strand it picks up. I remember. Right. Okay, we'll do that one, and then I think we'll end it there. I'm not sure if it has like a third part. Whee. Excuse me, peeps. Yeah, I can't remember if this, how many parts this is in total. It might be more than that, but if it is, we'll see to it next time. So we might end up doing a court mission next week. It just might be the second part. It's definitely not going to be the first part. But I don't know. It might not even be that. It might be another couple of weeks until the next one. Excuse me, just cutting through. Don't mind me. There we go. There she is again. And the gratitude of the mysterious Crimson Rose.
Have you heard of the Crimson Rose? He goes by the name of Sir Reginald and pretends to be a bit of a twit. but he's quite brilliant at helping people escape the guillotine. I'm suspicious of him. I'd like you to integrate yourself by saving him from an ambush.
What ambush?
The one that's about to take place at his home, the Hotel Fiume. Save him, and in gratitude, he may well admit you to his secret league.
Okay, yeah, I think this is going to end up being more than 2 parts to this particular strand. It's sort of like a bit like the cult, where you basically got to infiltrate the cult and then destroy it from the inside.
Godspeed, citizen. Are you here to meet with Sir Reginald? Want to join the Crimson League, eh? Good man.
Hello, Honor.
Okay.
The Crimson League. I may be a member. I'm not about to say.
An ambush? I cannot be apprehended just as my plans are coming together. You, sir, if you help me hold them off, you shall have my gratitude.
Okay.
After him, then! Kill the Crimson Rose!
Never. I don't even know what the Crimson Rose is, but you shall not defeat. Whoa. I get very confused, there's a lot of people. Oh my god. Is that it? Bloody hell, that was an ambush and a half. What is this?
Well done. You seem the sort of fellow I could use in my organization. I shall call on you in the future.
Okay. And that's it. Christ alive. That was brutal. Yeah. So the Crimson Rose. Oh yeah, I don't know how many parts is in total, but we'll find out at the end. Alright. Progress tracker, so 25% again. We've not actually advanced our percentage, but price storage 26%, miscellaneous 22%. Customization. Weapons, so we're moving along to the Golden Vector Carbon. This on polearm allows the wielder to inflict damage to both the armor and the enemy underneath. That's useful. That's great. What's this? Burning the Brothel, healers remissions, okay. Pistols still won't be able to afford, will we? No. Not a million miles away, to be honest, though. Well, it's going to cost me everything I have. Let's see, equipment colours, so we're on to Rainy Sky. At least we own it. It's not going to cost me anything more. The improved military HUD, a non-regulation Voltigear's HUD modified by its owner to afford him an edge on the battlefield. Alright. Chest, we have the improved Prowler Court, so Drabnon will leave Remembrance Wearer. Oh yeah, we've already done that one. Run the approved military coat, a non-regulation multi-gears coat modified by its owner to afford him an edge on the battlefield. Okay, we're matching in 2 places. Let's see. So run to the approved Napoleonic braces. And actual braces won by one of Napoleon's soldiers. They represent discipline and pride. Waist. Brigand belt, the belt of an apprentice of notorious brigands, and like many of his fellows, it was old age that claimed his life. Okay, cool. And legs, we're onto the approved phantom breeches. Much better breeches taken from a nobleman who once wore them at a royal ball. Cool. There's our upgrades done. Let's look at the database, so case files. So just Scorpio, already done that. Encyclopedia, people, general, Crimson Rose. Paris Stories, the Chevalier DUEL. Okay, and then events, we've got Lava Swan Poisonings. I think that's the lot. There we go, cool. Let's have a look in now. Again, a bit of a weird mix, especially with them pants. They are not disguising anybody. They stand out in the crowd. But yeah, so off screen I'm going to make sure our assessing points are back up to date, and I will have completed the Austrian conspiracy another couple of times to make sure that we've unlocked all of those items. And we will continue the Crimson Rose storyline. I'm not sure how many more parts it is, maybe one, maybe another 2 or 3, I can't remember. But after that, we will begin Sequence 5, the Council Report. Also, this will start off Sequence 5, but it's just sort of an introductory cutscene. Okay, yeah, that'll be the plan for next time. But before I wrap up, let me thank my amazing patrons. My £5+ patrons are Ron Hyler and Ever the Snake. You can find links to their channels as well as my other £3+ patrons in the description down below. And on screen you'll see credits to my £1+ patrons. Thank you so much, everyone. It's truly appreciated, and it goes a long way to help the channel, so I do thank you a lot for that. And if you wish to join those patrons, you can find a link in the description down below to my Patreon page. But you don't have to do that, because at the end of the day, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and also be sure to share the video. And I'll see you guys in episode 19. Bye, guys.